be going through my entire coloring book collection, and I've taken out all the books with winter themed pages. Now, of course, these are not all the pages I'm going to be coloring this winter. These are just themed for winter and suggestions or ideas that I have got and will be choosing my winter coloring pages from. I really like doing these sort of videos because it helps me to be in touch with what I have available in my coloring book collection. It helps me start to gather my thoughts and plan a little bit more about both my Christmas coloring, which you can see in my December coloring video coming up soon, and as well as my Christmas coloring ideas video. What all these videos really do, even though I don't get to coloring all the pages, it's just part of my process. I look through my books, I see what I've got, I mull it through in the back of my head, and as the month goes by or the weeks go by, I remember and I color according to my mood. So it really just helps me know what I've got instead of staring at my shelves and going, I don't have a thing to color. It's a gentle reminder of no, there are loads to color within the amazing books that we have. I'm not very good at being a seasonal colorist, but when it comes to winter and Christmas, this is my attempt at being a seasonal colorist. So I'm going to clear my desk and I'm going to show you all the winter themed pages in my collection. I have only got a handful of books that you will see again in my Christmas coloring video. However, I've tried to keep that as minimal as possible and only really show you the two themes separately without too much overlapping. All right, let's clear this up and have a look. All right, so first up we have Mythographic Frozen Fantasies. Now, this whole book is very much a winter themed book, so any page in here will work. I'm going to flip through it relatively quickly just so you can have a look and I can have a look and we can see what we like. All right, so what I will do as I come into my winter planning is I'll just page through the book. This one does have hidden objects, so I'm not too fussed with the hidden objects, but I do try and consider it. So all the pages tagged are ideas from last year. However, I don't really know what I'm going to want to color out of this book this year. If you would like to see me color one of these pages in a live stream, let me know in the comments. What's nice with these sort of pages, it really gets you thinking of more of a cool color palette than anything else really. I mean, here you've got snowdrops. However, quite a lot of these pages, they have flowers that I wouldn't necessarily associate with, say, underwater and fish. I wouldn't necessarily put flowers with them. However, I think if you just color the flowers and in a cool color palette, you get maybe more of a magical result. So yeah, it really just depends on what grabs you and how you would like to color it. So this one to me is very much a mixture of a cool and a warm palette, because you've got, these are hibiscus flowers, so you could do them in soft whites and yellows and then do beautiful moss. And of course you've got the snowflakes, so yeah, I mean, you could probably just take a gel pen with, or a fine liner. Here you've got irises, so maybe pale purples and whites could work. Right, so this is a page I am working on. You would have seen it in my whips update, which I'll link up here for you, and you can go check that one out. You can see how many whips I have and whether or not I should have them. Yeah, I still think this could be a nice page to color. So not all of these pages are pages I would color, but I'm hoping as I color more in it, I'll get a feel for the book. And this one is very much wintry, but you could do it for Christmas. So yeah, that might still feature in my December coloring plans. Right, so that is Mythographic's Frozen Fantasies with designs by Fabiana Atanasio. Then we have Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Cadambane. Here I picked out, not the B page, not that one. We have this one here, which is a beautiful page. You've got the northern lights and all these beautiful lanterns. So I think this could be really, really great to create like a glow effect. So yeah, this one would be very fun to color in. So that is Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Cadambane. Next is Gnomes in the Neighborhood by Denise Kletz, and yeah, there's still quite a few pages in here, starting with this one. Now I find this paper very interesting because it is thick, it is got some texture, but if I was to pick a medium that probably works the best with it, it might be alcohol markers. The jury's still out. I haven't worked out. I think Neocolor 2s are great. Castle Arts are great on this paper. Artisas are great. I don't recall if I've tried Black Widows. Neocolor 2s aren't too bad. But yeah, watercolor paint, watercolor pencils, I don't think are my favorite. So I would definitely be trying to pick one of these pages, or maybe a couple, because they are such fun. This is a whip I need to finish. So here I used watercolor paint and it's not working out very well for me. So I'm going to need to make a plan. I haven't tried gouache paint on here, so that could be an option. So that's those ones, and then I think I have one more on the side, and it is this one. I find I don't like using Prismacolors on this paper. It really eats up my Prismacolors a lot. I haven't tried polychromos. I'm almost more inclined to use my budget-friendly pencils on this paper because I do get a good result, and I actually quite like having books that use the budget sets as much as my branded sets. So yeah, I need to maybe have a try with Black Widows and see how they work. So that is Gnomes in the Neighborhood by Denise Klett. Then we have this Japanese nursery rhyme book. It has a it does not have a winter section, but I did find a cute page here. So I thought this page would work really lovely. You have the family ice skating. You could create a beautiful, yeah, really, really beautiful landscape. And I think you could probably even get away with using paints, especially for the background. It just depends on what the paper takes. I have yet to color in this book, so I'm not really sure what pencils and mediums work in on this paper. But yeah, that's a page I would like to try. So that is the nursery rhyme book. I don't know who it's by. Then we have A Magical City by Lizzie Mary Cullen, and I have one page in here, and it is the Northern Lights page. And this one I would use Inktense pencils. I think that works just really well with this paper, and it's a lot of fun. So Neocolor 2's Inktense pencils I think would work really, really great. I find this side has gouache and it's got a chalky kind of feel to it, so I'm not convinced that this sort of gouache paint is a great match for there. So Inktense are still and Neocolor 2's are my favorite for the Lizzie Mary Cullen book. So that is Magical City. Then we have Circle of Life by Melpomene Chatsapanagiotu, and I just have the one here, which is this one. It's a snowflake, and yeah, haven't quite worked out how to do this. I really love this concept though, and I think maybe a gentle grayish blue maybe would work quite well. Or we could even maybe do a very gentle, like off-white pink. So I need to give it some thought, but yeah, I like that one. So that's in Circle of Life by Melpomene Chatsapanagiotu. Then I have Kanoka Igusa's Garden of Fairy Tale Animals. And this one to me is more wintry. Plus, I have gone and colored all the Christmas pages in this book, so that rules that out. Beautiful, beautiful, massive double page spread. What has stopped me from coloring this page has been the loads of light sources from the candles and the lanterns, but I do think it is really, really cute and could work really well. I'm just not 100% sure how to color this, and I would have to do some homework to see what the best way is. So there is that one, and then there is this double page spread. Now with these spreads, I tend to not really want to color them. They don't appeal to me at all. However, I have found it very helpful to take a shape and draw a specific shape. So in this case, I can maybe take a star, like a star cookie cutter, and trace the outline and only color what is inside that, and then leave everything black. So it's very much like the puzzle effect that I did in a Rita Berman Zulandi book, which I'll tag up here for you. And if you are interested in seeing me do that, please let me know in the comments, and I will make sure I do it in a live stream, or if not a live stream, I will try my very best to make a video for you. It is a very fun way of coloring these style pages and requires a lot more attention than what I initially thought when I did the puzzles. So if you are interested in that, let me know. I'm very happy because we can do like multiple stars. We could do a small star here, a big star, maybe a big star here, a small star here, and a bigger star up here. And that's how I'd kind of do across the page. I wouldn't fill it with loads of stars because that would actually really defeat the point. I would just do probably 4 at the most. So yeah, there's an idea for you. The other option would be to take a Play-Doh a cookie cutter, but you get the ones for Play-Dohs and you can get different shapes. So you could do like a snowflake one or swan or a reindeer, and you could do that sort of shape. It really doesn't matter what shape because the principles are pretty much the same. So yeah, that's my idea. If you are up for something very different and fun, let me know and I'm very much up for that. Okay, so that is Garden of Fairy Tale Animals by Kanoka Igusa. All right, so then we have The Flower Year by Leila Dooley. Now I'm going to start in December and I'm going to show you all the flowers you can do for December, January and February. So we have this beautiful page here. I'm just going to move that. I quite like these pages. They're really easy to color. You've got the wren over there. So yeah, really like this. And at the back, she actually explains what it is. So this is buried ivy and a wren. Then you've got the holly, the larch, and the cypress. Then this one is holly, lark, and cypress combined. This is mistletoe. So yeah, that would be very quick to do. Even that one would be relatively quick, which is mistletoe and pine. So you do a very dark green and then I'd do a lighter green on top. And then we flip through to the beginning of the book and we have all our January pages. So I'm going to go through until the end of February. So here we got crocuses, snowdrops, ivy, and winter aconite. Then you've got hellebore, white anemone, and white aconite. This is hellebore. So I tend to look them up and then try and color them realistically. And crocus here, I've done the snowdrop. I did this with castle lots and I really like how it turned out. And then here you've got for February bulrush, crocus, colesfoot, cow parsley, daisy, hazel catkins, primrose, spring snowflake, willow catkins, winter heath, and a robin over there. So we've got the whole lot. Then here you have daisies. So I think that's just daisy. These are daisies and primrose and colesfoot. So this would be quite fun. I would probably use the same pencils as, not quite there. I did do a daisy at one stage, so I try and use the same colors. But you could add like little touches of pink. And then here you've got the birds. Just bear with me. That is buried ivy, hazel catkins, and blue tits. And the colesfoot, the spring snowflake, and then the primrose. And then here I did the daisy and I used castle arts here. And I did keep on my sticky note all the colors I used. So I'd be quite inclined to use this again on the daisy page. Where is the daisy page? So on here. I would use those on here. And yeah, I think that could actually be really fun. So that is The Flower Year by Leila Dooley. Next is Seasons by Hannah Carlson. Now, as you know, this book is very much a seasonal book, so we've got this page, and it's really just going to show you all the winter themed pages. Yeah, I haven't decided yet which one of these I would color. I'll probably decide closer to December. All right, so this one is a Christmassy one. See, I should have featured this one. But yeah, because it was more winter coloring, I didn't worry about this one. See, now this to me is more autumnal. Then you've got the dog and the cat with presents in their mouths. And maybe baubles. And then a Christmas tree. So yeah, a couple of Christmas pages, but also a whole lot more winter themed pages. So that is Seasons by Hannah Carlson. I don't yet have her latest book, God Jewel. I'm waiting for the English version to come out because the God Jewel Swedish version is out of stock. So I need to wait. But that is what I can color in this winter and this Christmas. Then we have Wildfower Folk by Christine Karen. Now in here we have the first snow. It's a very, very beautiful picture. And then we have Small Wonders. I will probably, if I do this page, I will do it in Fairy and Fantasy 2 and leave this one. But if I do the other page, I will do it in here. Because I think I have this one here and not in Fairy and Fantasy 2, which is a book I'm wanting to complete. So that is Wildfower Folk by Christine Karen. All right, then I have some Coloring Heaven books. So in Fantasy Figure Special with designs by Maud Lemoyne, I have just one page, and it is this one. So I thought this really lends itself to a beautiful, cool color palette. I'd like to make the owl a white snow owl, and then kind of bring in blues and silvers onto this page with maybe blonde hair, or I'm not sure yet whether I'll give him blonde hair or dark hair. But yeah, I think it would look really, really fabulous. And I think the background here, I'll do a very dark blue, almost like a black blue. And then this would be more of an ultramarine type blue. So yeah, really would like to do this one. I think this would be a lot of fun. So that is in Coloring Heaven's Fantasy Figure Special with designs by Maud Lemoyne. And then in Cutie Christmas Special, which is a compilation of various artists, I have got quite a few pages in here that are more wintry than Christmassy. So this is a design by Mariola Budek. And we also have this page here. And I don't really particularly like these ones. So that's a Christmas page. I'm just going to try and jump past. So here you've got, no, which one is it? All right. So I had someone coloring in this one. So I would color this one. Obviously, one of my children got hold of it. Oh dear. This one isn't too... It's a little Christmassy with a wreath, but it's not an overly fancy wreath. So you could have it as a January page. Here again, knitting, driving the horse and the sled, dreaming of cookies. Then this one again to me is not overly Christmassy, nor is this one. These would just be fun, quick with alcohol markers and some pencil. I don't think they would take very long to color. And then if you like this sort of style, these are just some really cute little pages you could color. I'm not really sure about, yeah. And then this is Hannah Lynn, so this to me is not really Christmassy, it's more, she's just skating. And you got the drumming girl. Slightly Christmassy, but not overly Christmassy. Here she's shopping. I mean, you do have the Christmas tree, but again, no, you don't really have to do it. So this one's one of those mixes. This is, again, you have hot chocolate throughout the winter months, so you can easily color that one. And then here, yeah, I don't know. You could. I'm just saying. And you don't have to. These are just those coloring pages that are in a Christmassy book, sort of Christmassy, not heavily Christmassy. You could get away with it in January, and that's probably about it. But again, just me just thinking my process. All right, so then we have Fragile World by Kirby Rosannes. And I think I only picked one page in here. So let's see. Yeah, there was two actually. So in this one, we've got the snow leopard, and I'd really love to color him in. And I would most likely try and pick up from this side of the page and kind of make it almost like a double page spread. So I'm quite keen to do him. And then I have a whip, which is this one. And I'm using Inktense pencils, so I would probably see if I could finish it. It's just a lot of water and, yeah, some rocks, or maybe icebergs, I should say. So yeah, this is on my to-do list. So those are my two pages from Fragile World by Kirby Rosannes. Then we have Alien Worlds by Kirby Rosannes, and here we have this double page spread, which is very much a icy planet. So I could do that one. Then we have this page and this page. So they're also kind of winter themed. And then I think this guy. So I've picked them based on the descriptions at the back. So he wears ice crystal jewelry. So because he's wearing ice crystal jewelry, I'd be tempted. But yeah, that's about it. So those are some suggestions for Alien Worlds by Kirby Rosannes. If you fancy some Kirby coloring. Then we have A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. So we have this page here with Sansa and her direwolf lady. And then we have here he's from the Night's Watch, I think. So that page. And then here we've got Jon Snow's direwolf ghost. So yeah. those would be my suggested pages for A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I would like to actually do a bit more in here, so this might feature. Then we have some Creative Haven books. So this is Country Charm. I only have 1 or 2 in here. And this one I'm kind of going for winter, but maybe more those countries that don't see a lot of snow. I think you could get away with this. Then we have this page, which is my final snow themed page in this book. So I'd like to do that one. So that is Teresa Goodrich's Country Charm. Then we have Enchanting Fairy Tale Scenes by Marty Noble. And here we have The Matchstick Girl, which is very much a winter story. I also have one more, which is, I think this is the Snow Queen. So that would be quite fun. And again, probably just an alcohol marker base. I just need to work out the around here. I think this could possibly just be rolling hills of snow and then clouds in the background. I'd probably do a muted grey for the building so that she's more center focus. So yeah, so that is Enchanting Fairy Tale Scenes by Marty Noble. Then we have Emily Leda Hall Oberg. Now we have Fairy Tales and Folklore Colouring Book. And in here, not that one. This page features in my Christmas colouring video, which I've tagged up here for you. But the pages I wanted to show you, and there's still a whole lot more. Okay, there we go. So there's this guy. So maybe he's a sleeping winter giant. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot of these stories, but I'm just sort of going based on the illustration. And then I have this guy here. So I think he might be a polar bear. So those are just some of them. I think Fairy Tales has a bit more. So that is Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Leda Hall Oberg. Then I have Fairy Tales, and I've got quite a few in here. So I have this guy, which I absolutely love, and I'm very much going to color him in because I think he looks just so cute with his ice skates wrapped around his neck. You've got the mistletoe, so I really love this one. And then here, I suppose this one is more Christmassy with all the ornaments. So maybe build up to Christmas, or January page when you're not ready to take down Christmas decorations and they're still up. Either way, I don't mind. It's cool. There are quite a few pages where, like this one here, she's wrapped up in a scarf. She's wrapped up in the owl's arms. Here we've got seals, and she's wrapped up in a scarf. So could do that one. I like this one. She's all sleeping. So I think this one you could do any day though. Here we've got this guy. He's wearing a scarf. So he's a sailor. Maybe he's coming home for Christmas. Not sure, just putting it out there. This one I really want to do. I think it's just very, very beautiful. It's got that wintry theme to it. It's got a bit of affection going on. So yeah, I really like this one. And I think this page and the other page with the little rabbit and his ice skates are my top, way up there. I also like this one where you've got the deer, and then I'm not sure. This could be blueberries or some other type of berry. It could, I don't think it is mistletoe. So you could probably turn it into a Christmas theme and it would still work. I'll let you decide. So that is Fairy Tales by Emily Lederhall Oberg. Next up is Eerie. So in her Fairy Tales book, I just have the one, well, these 2 pages here, and it is this one here. Now I think, no, they're not a double page spread. So this one, don't know the fairy tale. It reminds me of Frozen. Not sure that it's the right one. So Elsa, Anna, you know, the Sven and all of that. So, and then here is the Snow Queen. So we've got the Snow Queen here, and then another page. Only 2 wintry themed pages in this book that I could find. So that's my suggestions out of the Fairy Tales book by Eerie. Then we have Romantic Country by Eerie. I think I've only got 2 pages in here. Let's see if I can find them. Right, so here we have these 2. We have the 2 children, or yeah, 2 boys. Lots of snow on the trees, and then here we've got ice skating. So I'm presuming it's winter. There's a castle. This is now the lake that everybody can go skating on. Yeah, so those are my 2 pages for winter, coloring in Romantic Country, the 3rd tale by Eerie. In the 2nd tale, Fancy Coloring Book by Eerie, we have this page here. I really like this one, and I do think it lends itself to more of a wintry theme, although you could probably even do it as a spring page and it would work really well. I have had my mind on this one for a while. I'm not sure it will be done this year or next year, but that is an option. Don't think there was anything else. I think the rest were Christmas pages. Yeah. So that is Romantic Country, the 2nd tale, and that is the end of my suggestions for winter coloring. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you have enjoyed this video, please do like, subscribe. It helps the algorithm pick up the channel, and let me know what you would like to color in December, January and February. What are your favorite pages? What books do you want to see added or featured in on the channel? Even if it's books that I don't have, let me know some of your suggestions and I will happily go check them out. Until next time, everyone, take care and happy coloring. I look forward to seeing you in another video. Bye for now.